Before today's video starts, I want to give a huge shout out to CS2cheats.com. These guys have supplied me with some keys that I use to record videos. And on top of that, they are sponsoring with a bunch of cheats that they sell on their website, actually, that you can purchase at the link in the description. Just a few ones that you can see on screen are available from them. So let's hop into the cheat tier list. And if you're looking for any particular cheat here, you can find it at the top link.
Hard drive loaded, stubble and coated.
Now, hopping into the tier list, I just want to say before I start, this video is sponsored by a reseller. That does not mean I'm going to favor any cheats that they sell. This is my honest opinion on everything that is up to date as of 06/02/2025. I don't know if that's day, month, or month, day. We do it a little different in Canada compared to some other countries. So I didn't make this. It's just the most up-to-date one that I found, and we're going to hop right into it. And I'm going to be as honest as I can be as a creator that has been using a lot of these cheats on this list, whether I think they're good or bad, we're going to find out here, or if I've just never used them or they're meh. So hopping right into it, I do believe this is the Kernaim logo. It is very, very similar to the CK logo, but for Kernaim, I actually have a video coming out with it this week. I haven't used it in a long time. When I used it, it was pretty mid. At the time, it was a external cheat that had a detection in CS2 beta. I'll say it's nice if it does have feature updates and it hasn't been detected since, but it was pretty mid when I used it. Honestly, I would even say bad because of the ban that happened, but I never experienced a ban personally, and it's just kind of mid. The only reason I'm actually going to move it to bad is only because of the price. The price is pretty expensive, and this is fairly common. You see this kind of thing all the time with cheat sellers that do multi-games, and they think that Counter-Strike can be priced at the same as other cheats with EAC and BE. Aimware, I haven't used it since beta. It also got me a VAC ban. I'm just going to put Aimware in between bad and dog shit. Dog shit, not my phrasing, not what I would say, but it is not worth the 20 pounds anymore, my opinion. Undetect. For Undetect's price, I'm going to put it at mid or nice. Undetect free is pretty mid, but it does work. The paid version, honestly, for zero detections, how cheap it is, and the fact that you can do a whole bunch of world modulation and knife changing and model changing, I'll put it at nice. I'm not going to say it's perfect. I'm not going to say it's God tier. But for the price to what you get, it's really not horrible. Are there better options? Absolutely. But for the price and what you get, I'm going to give it a nice. Helix CS2, I like it. I wouldn't say it's perfect. It's a external. There's obviously more to be had, but Helix all around is a pretty good external that hasn't had any problems that I've really seen. And it seems to be getting proper updates, and it's staying extremely cheap. From the last time I checked, I believe Helix was what, $3 or $2? GameSense, I have not tried it for CS2. I was banned in 2019. MemeSense, I'm going to put this at, I would put it at God tier, but there has been some people getting banned with just using visuals lately. But from my own point of view, I'm going to put MemeSense at God tier. It's beat so many ragers with just semi-rage function. It's so good to the point where we've used it consistently when we are playing in the tournaments. It's all around just become a really, really good, if not one of the best legit and semi-rage cheats on the market. I would put MemeSense above Inuria's semi-rage. And for legit bot, I think it could be, I'm going to put it at perfect. Only because the legit bot with MemeSense is very strong. No matter how much smoothing you give it, there is room for improvement. But all around, just know that if there was a center section here, that's where it would be. Fatality. Last time I used it, I haven't used it in a long time. Fatality was, it would go up where MemeSense was from where I used it. I haven't used it in about 5 months or so. At the time, it was beating Never Lose in a lot of cases. It was beating Primordial. I never went against a GameSense user with it, I don't believe, so I'm not too sure. But I would put it at the same level as MemeSense if it comes to Rage. I'm not sure how updated it is now. Omega does not run on my computer, and the staff don't know why either. Never Lose. I'm going to put Never Lose at nice. Only because Fatality, I know for a fact now, has a legit bot. But Never Lose's legit bot is just lackluster. It's not really worth using because there's no way to categorize your weapon configs. It's pretty much you set it, and that is the default for all weapons. So your pistol is going to be extremely weak in compared to your AR, which is going to have multiple shots that you can fire. So I'm going to put Never Lose at nice. I would put it at perfect if it had a better legit bot, but HVH these days, at least in MM and stuff like that, is basically non-existent unless you're really wanting to lose an account. For now, it's staying at nice. And honestly, if Fatality didn't have a legit bot now, it would also be at nice. But from my understanding, the legit bot's actually pretty decent. You know what? If I'm putting Never Lose at nice, I got to put Fatality at nice because I haven't personally used the legit bot. So you guys let me know what you would do. I would put it in between. I haven't used the legit bot, so I don't want to jump ahead of myself, and we'll just put it at the nice category. Over here with Clutch, I'm going to put Clutch at mid. And the reason for that is because their cheats for DMA are really good. The problem is the pricing for CS, and also it's super basic. DMA comes in handy in games like Rust and other games where, you know, open world concept where aimbot and ESP defined specific loot is very necessary. For CS, the price to what you get is mid. I wouldn't put it at nice. I'd say mid. For the detection factor of it, VAC's not powerful enough to really matter, so it's gonna go mid. Lethality. I'm gonna say lethality's pretty. I'll say lethality's bad. I wouldn't put it at dog shit just because I know 2.0 is around the way, but if we're going based on the previous version that was uploaded a month ago, I'll say lethality's dog shit. Now, if you guys want to call me biased, you literally cannot. I could put this all the way up here and someone from this video is going to buy it, but I'm not. You know, X1. I really liked X1. X1's internal and external were both basically the same. One being external, obviously, one being internal, so you had the option of skin changers and whatnot. I really liked it. I don't know how it's been in the last 2 months since I've used it, but at the time, it was really nice. It had the legit bot that was just as strong as Meme Sense, but even a little bit more customizable. So I would put it from nice to perfect, but it did kind of lack some visual tones that I would have liked to see in it. All around, it's a very well put together cheat. It just lacks some visual features that I would prefer to have. But if someone were to say, hey, inject, never lose Meme Sense or X1, if Meme Sense was down for an update, I'm going straight to X1. Astral, never tried it. I haven't even heard of it. NEX. I'll be honest, I'll put NEX at nice. It's an external. I can't really, it's VAC. I can't even put it at perfect because it's had problems in the past. It's had that non-driver detection issue. And altogether, NEX is not bad for what it is. It's a pretty okay price for what it offers. It's got that, radar that can be shared with anybody on any internet connection. But the thing is I don't think I'll ever put an external at perfect, just because compared to an internal, especially with the way VAC is, it's a preference thing at that point. It really isn't about getting detected or anything like that. It's what it has to offer for what you're spending. And at that point, NEX it checks all the boxes, but it doesn't check the boxes it literally can't, given that it's an external and you don't have internal features. Enigma, never tried it. Hyperion, they exit scam. Dev literally gave up and quit, so it is what it is. Phantom Overlay, it was a nice, it was Phantom Overlay for CS. It was mid. Like what it had was mid. If we're going to be completely honest here, it had good aimbot and I really liked the aimbot system, but like the visuals not being really customizable, and they made really good products for COD, but for CS, I'd say mid. I'd say security level would have put it at nice, but they don't exist anymore, so we're just going to put it down to never tried. Now, this looks like the Never Lose logo, but I'm guessing because it's red, this is Nemesis. I don't know if that cheat even exists anymore. If it does, I've never tried it. Undetect Plus. Okay, so this was Undetect free. I'm going to put it at mid. Undetect Plus will take nice. I don't know eHack. Never tried it. Eknod, definitely never tried it. Eversio, never tried it. Impreza. Okay, listen. Impreza wasn't bad from what I remember. The thing is, though, it was a invite-only cheat, if I'm correct. And when you have a cheat like NEX in the nice category, Impreza has to go mid. It's unfortunate to say, but it's an external, lacks features that NEX does have, and I believe, I do believe it's invite only, so NEX just by default wins there. I don't know what logo this is. I wanted to say like Moonlight or something, but I don't know, man. Clearly, I'm not a very good cheating YouTuber. I have no idea what this is. Here we go with another one. So this is the thing, right? The thing about Primordial or Prim is, dude, the movement, when this thing was in its prime, the movement and the speed and the quick peak, like the literal Ferrari level peaks were insane. I hear that the dev Ducari, I believe, is updating it from what I heard on stream recently. So I will say when I last used it, it was nice. It was doing good against Never Lose. It was doing okay against Fatality. At the time I last HVH properly, Fatality was on top. From what I do remember about the Discord community, though, is they upload nothing. They had like 9 pages of just one general chat. Weird ass community. Definitely some furry level shit going on, my opinion. Cheat though, Dev, good job. I'm going to put it at nice. I don't know how it's doing now though. Comp Killer, honestly, for a long time there, it was doing pretty decent. I saw it beat Never Lose a couple times on some of the streams. But I hear that there's a pretty big lack of updates. I would have put it at nice, but I'm going to have to put it at mid because I think it's like $15. It's always been like $15 and it just doesn't keep up with something like Fatality or Never Lose. And I've seen Meme Sense beat it. Passat Hook, don't even know what that is. I don't know what this logo is either. Jesus, I'm bad. Obstruction, I'm putting at mid. From what I remember, Obstruction wasn't bad. It was just like kind of lackluster. It did what it did, and that's about it. There was nothing special about it. It was cheap, but again, it was like every other external. Fantasy Cat, never used it. Facurity, bad. It's just so basic and so much more expensive than all the other externals on here, really. And it doesn't do anything special anymore. You know, they make really good cheats for other games, but again, they're a mass producer of cheats. Their website has like 30 plus cheats and they don't do anything special. It's bad. I wouldn't buy it personally. I don't think anymore. There's no reason to. Maybe I'll do an updated video, see if they updated anything, but Midnight. Everyone's going to expect perfect. I don't like Midnight's aimbot. Simple as. Some people might like it. It's got good visuals, but Midnight all around for me, it's a 50-50. Sometimes I inject it and I go to play and it's like they've updated something in aimbot where it kind of like breaks it a little bit. I have to rebind the fire key. They had a huge mouse lock glitch where mouse lock at 100% meant it was off and mouse lock at 0 meant it was on. I don't know. I want to put it in here at perfect, but it just can't semi-rage the way Meme Sense can. I cheat. I have never tried it for CS2. 420 cheats. I tried it at the start of CS2. Like, if you're going to buy Undetect, there's no point of buying 420. 420 is going in bad. Bameless. Bameless, for the price and for what they offer, I'm going to have to put them at mid. I'd like to put them at nice, and the reason I'm not going to is they have an inventory changer and they're an external. So by default, we all know that this is possible, but it's also risky. Counter-Strike doesn't really matter, but if you're going to sell yourself as an external, you need to give people a warning that are new to cheats, not to use the inventory changer on the chance that something happens. I like Bameless personally. I like the visuals. I like the menu, but yeah, the not having the warning there is a 50-50. And also Brazilian servers with Bameless is like, it takes me like 2 to 3 minutes to inject. I don't got the patience for that personally. I'm going to leave it at mid for now. It has its moments, but it's just like, if we're staying completely objective here, it's staying at mid. Inuria. Now, listen, I'm going to put Inuria at perfect. I would choose Inuria over all these cheats to legit cheat. I don't want to say it's God tier because sometimes their RCS system is broken. Sometimes, you know, there's they get cracked and then it's a worry on whether or not that crack gets sent to Valve and Valve decides to ban it just because they have it and it's easy. But all around, Inuria is almost as close as Meme Sense with semi-rage. They're getting there. But I just prefer Meme Sense's ability to semi-rage and legit cheat way more. But Inuria altogether is a pretty solid altogether made cheat. And I want to say thank you, by the way, to the devs for giving me lifetime, literally just because I was using it a lot at the start, because it's a good cheat. Inuria is a cheat that no matter what, you can fall back on when it comes to legit cheating, because you know that they have their shit together. They've been around for a long time. Honestly, it's just because of the semi-raging that you can do with Meme Sense that I would choose Meme Sense over Inuria. Also, Inuria is like only really worth it in my eyes to buy lifetime when it's on sale, because $15 a month for a legit cheat is a little questionable, especially when you consider Meme Sense is like $5 or $6. Moving on to whatever this is, maybe if I inspect element this, I could see the uploaded image name. Let me ask my Discord. Okay, apparently this is AimStar according to my Discord. I don't think I've ever used AimStar, unless maybe at the start, but I don't remember it, so I'm just going to put it under I don't know. Cartel. Cartel's going to mid. The reason I'm not going to give Cartel bad is because even though it doesn't get crazy updates anymore, it still remained extremely cheap. There's a skin changer option that you can buy that's only $3. I don't know any other skin changer on the market that costs $3. And the external is also completely compatible with DMA. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to put it at mid. I'd put it at bad if we didn't have the skin changer and there was no like KM box compatibility, but it's going mid. Nightfall, I've never tried it, but I know that it's extremely overpriced for CS2. There's no point. I believe it's like $40 or $45 a month for, or no, I think it's like 70. I have to check this out. Okay, so they do have an external cheat. 25 euro. And then their DMA, I think their DMA costs more than their external. Yeah, $45 a month, $15 a week, euro. That's great for you're charging more for a DMA is insane. Already don't suggest it just based off price. Osiris, I don't think I used, but at the time, no, I did use it at the start of CS2 to try it, and there was no aimbot at the time. Either way, I'm going to put it to never tried because I have not tried it since. Oxide, I'm going to go with, don't hate me here, Flo. You're a cool guy. I'm putting it at nice. And that's only because from my experience, Oxide is amazing when it comes to legit cheating. It's one of the better looking legit externals. I don't necessarily like the fact it's private. That's the only reason it doesn't go up to perfect. The other reason is there's not many updates, not much new changes. And other than that, it's just kind of like any other external, but with better safety. So you'd get perfect if there was a use for it. But the thing is like, if you're an Oxide user, you know, Oxide goes hard. From my point of view, just because I've used so many internals and I know a lot of internals don't really get detected. I also don't care about my accounts as much as some of the guys that are watching this. Oxide would go perfect, but it's the private factor. It's the text-based editing config factor. And it's just the all-around external factor. I still love Oxide, and I've never been paid to make an Oxide video. I do get Oxide for free from Flo. I message him whenever I want to make a video with it. But I'm putting it nice. I honestly would put it perfect. It's just, for it to fall under perfect, you have to have an invite. You have to have it and the option to buy it. It's just the private factor. But honestly, coming from me, I would put it at perfect only because the community is extremely non-toxic and really good people. But for the average point of view, it's going nice just because of the fact it's private. Plague cheats. I haven't really seen Plague go hard in a while. I would put it mid, but because I'm not sure if it's even still being updated, I'd go bad/mid. Actually, you know, I'm just gonna go mid because it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. A lot of people used Plague and were able to beat Comp Killer. Yeah, just know that I kind of want to put it here, but I'm not going to just because I'm not sure if it is being updated anymore. So we'll put it at mid. It's mid if it's being updated. If it hasn't been updated, put that at bad. We have Predator here. Predator, I'm going to put nice. Predator has this one issue that's pissed me off since using it in CS2, and that's that doesn't matter how many videos I make them. One of the largest video promoters of this cheat, being myself, non-ego move here, fix your fucking trigger bot. Your trigger bot is broken. It shoots milliseconds after it's supposed to, no matter what settings you use, and it's very fucking annoying. If you don't use trigger bot, Predator's a great cheat, but I still wouldn't inject it over Meme Sense or Inuria. I want to move this up here because I would choose Oxide over Predator, and I'd choose Oxide over Midnight. My point of view, not yours. Fuck off. Only because I have it, and being private doesn't bother me as a person, but it might for you. For CS2, I don't think at all. From what I last heard, like I said, it's good when it updates, and then it just don't get updated. And then it's like 2 days after getting updated, it's not the best anymore. That's going to bad. TabzWare is not bad, but it's not great right now. From what I last heard, most people are using it to legit cheat more than anything, which means it's basically only useful for semi-rage and legit cheating. I'm going to put it at mid because it's not beating Midnight and it's not beating NEX and legit cheating. Interwebs, RIP Interwebs. I fucking loved the staff at Interwebs. Fuck, man. I really hate that you guys are gone. It was all right for CS2. I believe I used it in CS2. I could be wrong here. It's been so long since I've used Interwebs, man. I mostly did their COD, so I'm just gonna put it at never tried just in case. Lucky Charms, I've never tried. Vanity, bad. Vanity's currently at dog shit, actually, because they haven't updated their cheats since CS2's release, and like 90% of their pages are in updating mode. Like, come on. Don't really know what this is. Never tried it. Shark Hack, never tried it. One Tap came out as a legit cheat. We're going to put it at bad because One Tap was known for HVH, and I don't really know how you let go of the one thing you were known for. And at the time of recording my one review and gameplay on it, it was lacking a lot of legit features. And to my knowledge, it was $20 still. Absolutely unacceptable. I don't know if they've updated since. If it's still the same price and still lacking features, it's going in the dog shit pile. Anyways, that is my point of view. Nothing is God. And because in my opinion, well, nothing beats God, first of all. Nah, in all honesty, there's no such thing as a perfect cheat in my eyes. And that's just the way it is. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, my name's Tabz, and I will see you guys on the next one. Make sure to hit that sub button. Road to 100K. Peace.
What?